Hello everybody, it's Christine. Time for a scrapbook process video, and it's Scraplift Crafternoon, which is our Sunday hop with the girls. So down below we'll have a description, we'll have the original poster, video, and all that good stuff, and then of course a playlist for everybody playing along. So here is our layout for the day, which we are lifting. It's by Sarah, Millerhouse Creates. She's on the Bella Boulevard design team, and her stuff is gorgeous. She's always got this mixed media stuff going on, you guys. And she's basically made this rainbow going down with, I don't remember which product she used. I watched her video and now I'm trying to remember, it's been a little bit back. But it's basically, you know, a mixed media rainbow here. That she's also then done like tone on tone little bits, right? Because she used Bella Boulevard's like little stars and things. So I'm going to have to do a little digging, because the other thing she had is a striped, rainbow striped paper that's matted. It's a circle on another circle. A multicolored font, which is too cute. It's a birthday layout. And then she's got little dots along the side. That might be, I'll bet money that's the pops or whatever. Not enamel dots, but the liquid stuff. So I've only pulled out some of my stuff so far, because I got to think on some things. I did pull out a piece of white cardstock, right? Smooth cardstock. And then I have pulled out this piece. This is in my scraps. And that's some of the reason I haven't pulled everything out yet. It's from Lori Whitlock Echo Park. Now mine's a zigzag, so I haven't decided yet. Her stripes are going up and down, but hers are vertical. I'm kind of contemplating doing it like this, if I'm honest. The picture is of my daughter. We had gone to a restaurant for her 21st birthday, so this was in 2019. I do not recall what she's drinking, but probably some kind of little imbibement, adult Kool-Aid. So I'm going to probably make this my circle, and then I've got to find, I think I might use Vicki Boutin's Discover and Create title, because that could be cute. Happy birthday. And I got to make my rainbow. Now here's what I'm not sure about, and I'm going to have to do a little testing. I pulled out my watercolor pencils, and I've got them kind of in order. They're not a perfect match, but you know what? It's a rainbow, so we'll just see. The other thing I've also done, just in case this doesn't work for me for some reason, is I also pulled out my Distress inks that are kind of rainbowy. So, like this. If these don't work for some reason, which I need to make these work, because I bought these, and I have played with them a little bit, so I know it's not the pencil, it'd be me, right? I got to get enough stuff here to make a rainbow. I think I can do it, you guys. I need to be confident. Just be confident. It's just paper and color. It's okay. My plan is to use these, but if I have to, I might do sprinkles with the others. We'll see. Although I should be able to use these. And my goal is to use these. So this is what I'm starting with. And again, I may pull out Vicki Boutin to go with this, because I'm almost certain there's going to be some papers that go with this over my Vicki Boutin stuff. And I want to use that font. So this is what I'm starting with. So let me, let me pull out my fonts and the little matte paper and stuff. And I'll probably mat these. The original had it matted on white cardstock and then on another piece of colored paper. So probably do that. Oh, and she also has little wordy bits. So I need to see if I can find some of that. Let me see what I can find. So let me do some digging and I'll be back on in a minute. Okay, you guys, I don't actually like to have really long videos, and I feel like anything over 10, 11 minutes is a little bit long, so I hope you hang in there with me. The first thing I've done is I got my white piece of smooth cardstock here, and I'm going to take my little pencils. It's pencil, but I guess maybe it's crayon. I really don't know what this stuff's made out of. I think it's called watercolor pencil, but anyway, I'm going to do each of my colors. And I've kind of done, you know, this, I don't know, what is this, about 4 inches? I tried to use my little grid as a bit of a guide here. And I don't know how exact, it wasn't exacting by any means. But anyway, I'm going to kind of go down here, my little rainbow colors. I'm going to cut away in just a second, because there's no reason for you to sit and watch me color for the whole thing. But so basically I'm just doing this, right? So I'm going to go down. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my paintbrush with my little cup of water. I guess I'm going to finish up my colors here. You can kind of see I've done the red. Now, I will tell you, my colors are more muted than the original. Hers was just very vibrant and bright, and, you know, it's doodlebug colors, right? But my little circle stripes are muted anyway, so this worked out kind of perfectly from that perspective. I will tell you, the only color I don't have on my stripes is the purple. And I guess technically, no, I've got the orange. I don't have the purple, but I think it's okay, because it's a rainbow. It doesn't, like, hurt your eyeballs or whatever. So anyway, I'm going to take my little water on my paintbrush here, and I'm just kind of wiping it all across the little stripes of colors that I made. And you kind of lose the crayon-y marks, but not 100%. So you can kind of still see a little bit of texture-y type stuff, you know, with behind the water. And then after that, I'm going to take and I'm going to, oh gosh, I thought I cut all this out, you guys. I meant to. You don't have to sit there and watch me do this. Why I did that. Anyways, I'm going to take my pencil, or I'm going to take my watercolor brush in just a second, or the paintbrush, and I'm going to rub the water over the ends of the pencil, and it kind of wets it and gives you this ability to like splatter it. So I'm going to do that, and I'll end up with kind of a big old drop right here in just a second. I need to get, this is the one area that I'm not confident in and that I need to work on, which are the bigger splotches, right? So I feel confident in just coloring and using water, water to smear it. I'm confident the little splatters, it's those big splatters I'm kind of messing up in. So I did all the colors. I didn't make you sit and watch me do it because, of course, like I said, the video's already gotten long enough anyways. I used my Creative Memory circle cutter, and it's the one with the blue, green, red blades, and I used the blue and the green to cut my 2 circles. I did scuff the edges of the circles, and now I'm taking my photographs, and I did mount the photo on white cardstock, and then I'm mounting it on this Vicki Boutin paper here. So the pattern papers, the little stripe one, I think I showed you that one, and I don't even remember what it was now. I know I showed it to you. And then the green, though, the little grid was Vicki Boutin, and then this little orange polka dots of Vicki Boutin. So I think this turned out pretty good. Now, the one thing I do I'm not going to say mess up because it's not that big a deal, is I lay this down here, and I actually end up with my photograph a little farther to the left than the original, but it works out fine. It's not a big deal. So the next thing I decided to do is I thought, she had all these like tone on tone. Now, she used stars. I went with hearts because I just had the ability to make hearts more readily available to me than stars. I had some stamps that are hearts, and then I had this little Stampin' Up! Punch that had like 3 different shapes and sizes of hearts. And I thought to myself, I'm going to go through my scraps. And so this is what you're seeing now. These are my bags of scraps. You guys, I store my scraps by color, like Ray G. Biv, in the big bags, the gallon size like storage bags. And so I just pulled all my little colors out, and I'm going to do one, or actually I technically do 2. I'll basically almost of every color, not the green and the light blue, but I'll go through and I'm going to use my little heart punch here, and I punch out a couple sets of each of these colors. And then I'm going to go through in just a minute, and I got these stamps, and I'm going to stamp using my Distress Oxide that I had showed you guys in the beginning. They're not all an exact match, but they're close enough I can use them. I will tell you, these stamps are not good quality, and I was kind of disappointed. They're very, very old. They're not a fancy brand or anything like that, I don't believe. I think they were just some kind of, y'all, I can't even tell you where I got them. No idea where I got them. I've had them 100 years. I hadn't pulled them off the sheet, and I go to use them, and they're just very smeary, or very like, they're not crisp. And I don't know about that. I guess I could have used water to like activate them, but there is a little design because I have all these little hearts, and I didn't want to lose my design. So I'm not in love with how the heart stamps turn out, but it's okay because it is a little bit of a grungy layout. So I made the big red one, and I set that there for the longest. I'm gonna clean all this off, by the way, and do one of each of these colors basically. I'm gonna come in along in a second, and I'm gonna fussy cut, and I'll kind of let you see the beginning of that process. But I do each of these little colors here. I do 3 hearts of each because I'm thinking, okay, I've got 3 punched hearts. I'll do 3 little colored hearts, stamped hearts rather. And so then I'm going to come along and I'm going to fussy cut them all off my white paper here. This is the last of me doing. Oh, I did stamp one shade of blue. I think it was the sapphire. I ended up not using it. It just was the total wrong shade. And so when I start to cut it, I go, no, this is going to work. So I stamped it, but I don't end up using it. So this is the last of my stamps here. I'm cleaning it off with a little baby wipe. So I think I'm going to, I don't know why I'm making you guys watch me clean stamps. I actually have a little stamp cleaner that I typically use, but I cleaned it recently and I don't want to dirty it again. Plus I have these baby wipes. So I'm going to fussy cut my little stamp parts out. This big one here, I actually end up not using it. It was just too fuzzy. I just didn't like it. See, it sits there though. I think I'm going to use it, but I don't. So I'm going to just kind of organize my hearts going down my page here. And I'm trying to like just give you a variety, you know, of the different shapes and things like that. Because I'm going to do these first. And then, oh, I already did the stamped images. And now I'm going to do these little colored paper ones. And then I'm going to take my Nuvo glue. Wrong. Sorry. Lies. I used Berry Art glue this time. I'm going to put my berry art glue, and I'll glue some of them flat, and I'll use some with a little bit thin foam tape, and then I'll use some with a little bit thicker foam squares. And I'm just going to kind of do a variety to give myself, you know, some, well, different depths and things like that. I contemplate sequins. I really do. But I don't think I had all the colors, and I don't think I had enough. I just didn't think it was going to look right. So I'm going to actually end up getting into enamel dots and little half pearls. And I think that turns out really cute, actually. I think I mentioned to you the pictures here. I'll just tell you real quickly while I'm kind of doing all this little baby bits of stuff. This was my daughter's 21st birthday, actually. It was in 2019, and we went to a restaurant. If I remember correctly, it was an Italian restaurant. I'm not going to swear on it, but I think so. And this was just her little, I think it was a mule. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm looking at that cup. I almost am certain it was a mule of some kind. I'm sure she tried to pick like a fancy flavor. I don't even think that was actually technically the first time she drank something, because she was in college, but by the same token, it was the first time she legally drank something. So it was one of those, 21 years old and rites of passage type stuff. Oh, you guys, I almost forgot these banners. So the original had the little banners on there, and I had put all my little hearts down, and I look up and I thought, oh my gosh, I was supposed to use these darn banners. I had actually pulled these chipboards out on purpose. So I did use basically Vicki Boutin's chipboard pieces there. I'll also use wordy bits from Vicki Boutin in my title letters here. I think these title letters are really fun. It's from the Discover and Create, and I just think this is the funnest little font. The only other one I like, I shouldn't say the only other one. The other one I like that's really kind of cute and fun is the Doodlebugs. Oh shoot, I can't think of the name of it. Everybody has them in there, always in all the different colors and stuff like that, but that's a fun little font too. But I like this one a lot. I was able to try to mix up there's different varieties of the letters and stuff like that. And I have actually 2 sets of these. I was smart enough to have bought 2 sets, thankfully. I think I was able to stick on just one sheet this time, but I'm going to do my little happy birthday, and then I'm going to get off into my stickers. I think one of them might have been Color Story, and I'll pull out a couple little wordy phrases, and one says, there's one that says so amazing, but that didn't come from Color Story. That was something else. I don't remember which collection. But I've got enjoying the moment, a story to tell, and you're a rainbow with a soul full of color. And I kind of love that was on there. And so I'm kind of looking through these things, y'all. I didn't pull out any puffy stickers or anything. I could have and put those in between too, but I did not. So there's my little so amazing. And that's actually going to go over to the right a little bit. On the original, the wordy bits were kind of on the right-hand side of the photos, but because I had shifted my photo grouping a little bit to the left, I ended up putting my wordy bits to the right. It just looked a little bit better. So I've got these 3 little pieces. Now, I am going to put foam tape underneath all of these. I think I cut that part. I don't think I make y'all watch that. So I'm just kind of trying to figure out where they're going to go, but they will be up on foam tape before it's all said and done with. And then I'm going to start pulling out... I haven't done it yet because I know I'll pull them out and I'm going to have them organized over there. I'll pull out my enamel dots and my pearls and stuff like that. So I'm just kind of going through. I thought to myself I might use a little chipboard piece on the right-hand side of the photo, but that wasn't on the original, and it looked really strange when I decided to do that because I go, why is every word facing the correct way, and then you got this random tag that was going to look dumb. Instead of the heart up there on the upper left of the photos there, I used that flower. And I thought that was okay because she had a heart, but then she'd used all stars. And so I thought, well, I've used all these hearts. I'm going to just stick this flower here. And plus it kind of fit in with that like yellowy, orangey kind of, stripe there. So I liked it. I thought it was a good substitution for the heart that she had on the original. So this is where I think I pulled out the box. No, this is where I put the foam tape, you guys. Sorry about that. So now I have my little bits of pearls over here. Now, she had used, on the right-hand side of the circle, there's going to be some little dots in a minute. Now, she might have used, and I did watch the video, but it has been a little while. She might have used the little scrapbook.com pops of color. I feel like she may have. I'm going to go ahead and use some of these little half pearls and things like that. You guys, my fingers are so clumsy. I try to pick up these little things, and I'm typically just... I'm all thumbs. It's just they will not stay in my fingers. And then I'm trying to use these little tweezers. These are very, very fine-pointed tweezer deals. In fact, they're kind of dangerous, if I'm honest. They'll poke you. But one of them has gotten kind of bent, and so it's really hard to pick up. And I try to get up underneath my little pearls and things like that sometimes, and it just digs a hole, and it kind of hurts my feelings. because I actually kind of do that on the right-hand side. I'll drop one of the enamel dots not exactly where I want it, and then I'm trying to pick it up to move it, and the darn tweezer deals are stabbing the paper, and I kind of get aggravated, but it's okay. So I'm going to go through all the colors of the rainbow here, and I'm going to put the little dots and pearls and stuff. And I'm kind of pleased because they do have kind of different textures and shimmers and stuff in a way. So the red ones are like half pearls, a little bit of a shimmer. And then the orange were like these enamel circle-y things that came out of, actually it was a Creative Memories pack I had. And then the yellow were just normal yellow enamel dots. And then I got back into some more half pearls with the green and the little like turquoisey thing. And then I had little like jewels on the blue. And then I got back into half pearls again with a little bit of jewels on the purple. So I had a little bit of a variety. And so then on the right-hand side over there, I'm going to use those same little pieces to kind of build the little circle-y bits. And I really like this. I think this turned out really cute. Again, hers was a little more vibrant, but I do think I have a really nice scrap lift here as compared to her. Hers was so good though, y'all. Her mixed media is just amazing. And I'll be so glad when I get better. I'm getting better though. I wasn't even doing mixed media a year ago, you guys. I wasn't even doing mixed media until we started using them in scrap lifts. And I think it was Kristen that kept picking them. I'm like, darn you. But actually, I'm pretty pleased that she's had us doing these because I'm definitely getting better at my mixed media. So that being said, don't forget there is a playlist below. So the ones of us that play along here, I think there's 4 or 5 of us now that play along. Depends on who's on vacation and this and that. Make sure you check out that playlist and give them some love. And we will see you tomorrow. Bye.